I need to get my phone up in the holster. Give me just a sec to do that. There we go. And I got to get my computer situated, so hang tight for me for just a second. You can see right here, this is what we're going to be working on today. I'm pretty excited about it. All right. Hi, Natty. How are you? Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And I noticed you gave me a thumbs up, so thank you for that as well. I appreciate that. So let me know if you feel like I need to adjust my camera. It looks okay on my end, but just let me know. So this is a vintage record holder. You can see these are the sleeves right here and here. So it had 2 records in it, and it opens up like this. I'll be cutting it in half and turning this into a cover for a journal. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think it looks pretty cool. Very, very vintage. I don't think I could find a date on it, but definitely has to be 50s or maybe even the 40s. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I'm excited about it. So how are you, Natty? How are you doing today? Let me know how you're doing, and let me know if you have plans for the weekend. We're going to go out and get tacos later when I'm done with my live. All right, so along with this, I wanted to make sure I showed you that. I went ahead and I did a little bit of prep work on some pages, but I want some opinions on this. So I went ahead and I cut some to the size so that they would fit in here. Now this is, let me just tell you what the measurements are so you know. This is 7 by 7, but let's see. Yeah, 7 by 7. So it's kind of an odd shape for a journal, but that's okay. We're gonna have fun with it. All right, so what I wanted to show you was, all right, I showed you this, and I see just a few more people just popped on. So this is the 45 record cover. Here's the sleeves. Sorry, Natty, I know you're watching this again now, but this is gonna be a journal cover, so I think that's pretty cool. I grabbed some vintage papers, and I also grabbed some scrapbook paper. Did a little bit of prep work. Again, because it's an odd size 7 by 7, I had to cut them really odd. So I took 12 by 12s. You can see I folded it off center. So we've got this, because this matches the size of this, and that's what I wanted. I want to make sure that we have some papers that are really the right size. And so over here on the shorter side, I just made a pocket. So I didn't do that to all of the pages. Let me show you where I'm at. I did that to some of them, and then I have some vintage papers. Like this one is dated well, this one's not that old. It's 1987. It is still vintage, but it's not that old. I have some from the 50s in here, and then some brown paper. Now, this is looking really neutral right now, and that's fine, but I really want to dress it up and make it super pretty. This music paper is from the 1930s. And, oh, you're going to a wedding this weekend. Oh my gosh. Well, that'll be fun. And yes, thank you. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I appreciate that. So this music paper is from the 1930s. I have a page of that in there. But here's what I want your opinions. All right, my friends, while we're here, and I've got you, plain white paper, should we stencil? Should I cover it like I covered this one? I don't know if you can even tell that I covered this, but I covered that with stationery. So would you like to see me cover this with fabric or paper? Let me know about that, because I can easily cut some to size. This one over here, we can turn into a pocket like I did the other. I would just grab some, say something like that. Well, that's not big enough. I'll grab one of my cut aparts, which I have. Let's grab this one for the example. And we can just take it and cut it to size, glue that in, put a little notch in it right here, and make it a pocket. But that's, even if we do that, and we're definitely going to do some of those, it still is going to leave this side plain. So let me know what you want to see, either stenciling, paint splatter, or like old newspapers. Oh, I have a lot of old newspapers, and I have a lot of old magazines. So let me know if you'd like to see that on this page here that's plain. All right, moving along. And actually, I'm going to set this one aside because this one needs to be done. Let's see what else needs to be done. This one is double-sided, so I don't need to do a whole lot in here till I'm ready to put pockets and things like that in. This one, yep, I need to set this one aside. Okay, so this one does have a back pocket here, but nothing on the front, so let's pop this over in the Let's To Do It pile. This one is a Let's Do It. See all the plainness there. Oh, thank you, BB. Hi, how are you? How are you, my friend? I'm doing okay. We need something on here. So, BB, I was asking, I don't know how long you've been listening, but I was asking, do you think you'd like to see some stenciling on these pages? Or I could adhere fabric, or I could adhere like vintage magazine pages. Let me know your opinion on that. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. I'm putting that in the need to do pile. This is some vintage wallpaper, and I think for now I'll leave this plain, but I'll do something when the time comes. So I'm going to move this in the kind of done pile. This one I adhered stationery to. This is a vintage music cover here, and then we've got our little piece of paper here. These are all the papers that I've gathered so far. I'll probably add more, and I already did a pocket here. I'm going to put that in the done pile. Okay, I've got a pocket here, and then we open it, and I think the back is plain though. Nope, that's got stenciling on it. So I think I did this Friday night when I was at the art show. So that's going to go in the kind of done pile. So let's grab these. Okay, I'm going to read the comments and see what you guys are thinking. You sent me that wallpaper. Thank you. Yeah, I love it. It's so pretty. I love that I'm able to use it in here. So guys, let me know about that while you're thinking about what I should cover. Let's start with this one I'm going to go ahead and grab a stencil because we can always start with that. Let me know if you think I should go with brown, black, green would be nice. Or blue. Brown, black, green, or blue. I'm going to grab my little cart with all my goodies in it and bring it on over here. All my little stencils and things like that. And I'm going to grab, I wish I had gold. Man, gold would be so pretty, wouldn't it, you guys? I do have gilding paste. Let's grab the gilding paste. Maybe we'll stencil a little bit of that on. And let's see. I used this on one of the other pages. It was handy. Let's use this for this one. And hey Bex, how are you? I did have fun at the art show. Yeah, it was very eclectic, but yes, I had fun. And I sold 2 of my mixed media pieces, which I was really happy about. And then I sold some scrappy pads and some ephemera, like little things that I made. So yeah, I did good, and it was fun. It was fun. So, all right. So BB says the media. Well, let's go stenciling while you figure out what you're talking about for media, BB. Oh my gosh. Yes, let's get started with this here. Okay, I'm going to start with brown and gold, and then if you guys would like to see another color, let me know. Okay. All right, so BB, what are you doing this weekend? Bex, what are you doing? Natty's going to a wedding, so that's fun. I'm going to go ahead and try something I've never tried before. I'm going to dip in the ink pad. I'm going to come over here. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to come over here and try to get a little gold on there. Yeah, I need to get my gold wet. I just flung a big chunk of it out of there. Whoops. I probably need to get that wet before I start doing crazy things like that. But let's go ahead and stencil this, and then we'll go from there. Okay, my friends, let's see if some of that gold comes off. I don't know that it's gonna, but this will be a great experiment. I do like to experiment with these things with you guys. And I think I actually put the stencil down a little bit crooked, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, let's lift this up and see how it looks. All right, yeah, it's funny, I can tell that I used the gold, but it is not like super goldy gold. You know what I'm saying? Let me try to I really need to get this wet, but I'm gonna try it. Oh, that's way too much. Okay, let's give this a try. Ooh, I got some that time. All right, so we are, of course, it's July. We are hot and humid here. How are you guys doing? Let me know how your weather is. And I'm already looking forward to fall. But the one good benefit, I do get to go get my exercise out in the swimming pool. And you guys know I love that. So, you know, I can't complain about summertime too much because I do get to do that because, you know, and I like to do that. So, okay, let's get a few more butterflies on here. And then we can move to the next. And I'm going to catch up with comments in just a sec to see if you guys had an opinion on anything. What do we think about that? Should we go in with a pen and do a little, just a little highlighting? Yeah, let's do that. I have these metallic pens. I love them. I always tell you about them when I when I use them because they're wonderful. So let's get a little bit of green, maybe perhaps. We got this little metallic green. And yeah, the gold didn't come out as gold as I would have liked, Bex, but you know, it did a little bit. Let's get a little green on here. You know what? I won't be like trying to like really color it in. We'll just do some accents. How does that sound? I think that'll be nice. So Bex, what are you up to this weekend? Let me know. And we're getting tacos today, and then what am I doing for the rest of the weekend? Well, I'm not really sure. You know, we're getting Amanda, she's getting packed up, getting ready to move. So, you know, that's kind of a big deal. So I've been doing a little bit of that with her, you know, just helping out with that a tiny bit. So that's gonna be tough, but you know, kids got to grow up and do their thing, right? Let's do a little bit of this sort of a light gold. I'm just going to put a few dots in a couple of these, not all of them, just a little accent here and there. Oh, I'll do the butterfly antennas with this color. That's cute. Gives it a little extra kick, right? Okay. What color should I do? 84 in New York, hot and humid. Yes. 84, you know, that is hot for you guys, but we're like 94 now. So enjoy the 84. Oh, it was my stencil. Okay. Oh, you thought it was paper. I got you. Okay, okay. Bibi, I was reading back on the, on the, comments, yes. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get a little bit of purple for the butterflies and maybe some blue. It kind of looks like a muted blue, but you know, let's give it a go. Actually, I have pink too. So let's, really tempted to start with this purple here. Let's give this a whirl and see. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, let's do some of that. And our cute little butterflies. We'll do 2 of them like that. Don't want to take too much time doing it, but you know, it'll be pretty with a little accent on it. Let's try the blue now. Oh, the blue does look nice, actually. It looks a little bit nicer than I thought it might. There we go. Okay. And then we got these flowers over here. So since I didn't use the light pink, I'll go ahead and just do a little touch with the light pink on the flowers. And then we'll go ahead and move on. So I'm really proud of myself, guys. I did my first blanket stitch not too long ago. That'll be coming out in a video, I don't know. It's gonna be, well, it'll be later on down the line. Probably 3 weeks, maybe. Anyways, I'm getting into these new stitches and I'm very excited about them. All right, so what do we think about that? I think that looks great for a little accent page. A pocket could be added here, no problem. Put a little tag in there. can't really be written on. Well, you could actually, you know, if this was my journal, I could like write right here. I could write in here in between all the little things. That might look really pretty too, actually, if somebody did that. All right, so that page is basically complete. I'm gonna move this along, and let's get one of our other ones, and let me know what you guys wanna do here. And I was looking for what was inside of this, and I can't find it. Oh, here it is. I found it, guys. Here we go. We got this 1934 music paper, and then I have some rice paper. I mean, it doesn't really look like rice paper, does it, guys? I mean, that doesn't, I don't know. Let me know if you think that's rice paper. Anyway, it's supposed to be rice paper. I just don't know if it is rice paper. Anyway, this one's done, so we're going to move this along. Scooch it on over here. Now we have this one, my friends. What do we want to do here? Oh, you're having a bad hair day. Oh, because of the humidity. Hi, Ryan. How are you doing? Hey, guys, I'm going to go ahead and, oh, Bex, you've been clearing out your craft stuff. Wow. Oh, well, you know, I always donate mine to the thrift store, and that always seems to work out nice. I'm going to go ahead and add a few of you in as moderators, just in case and some of you may already be moderators, but I'm going to go ahead and do that just in case we need you guys to help me out a little bit. Feel free to look at the comments. If you see anything that you don't like, please get rid of it, okay? All right, friends, what are we going to do here? Let's think. We did a stenciling. Maybe we add like this vintage look to it. What do you guys think? Is this too serious? I mean, it's very vintagey. I think we could cover the page with that. I have to cut it down to size. Turn this into a pocket. What do you think? Do you like that idea? Let me know if you like it. While you're letting me know, I'm going to go ahead and measure it as if we're definitely doing it. And I'll get that cut down. All right, friends, what else is new? What's going on in your lives? Tell me, I want to know. All right, I'm gonna put this here. I think I'll take off the bottom though. Gonna bend that, okay. So I feel really tired today. Are you guys, anybody else feeling super tired? I don't know what's going on. Well, I don't know if I told most of you, but I lost a close family member a week and a half ago, I think. And I've just, you know, it really threw me for a loop. And, you know, I've been grieving, of course. And it's just been tough. And then, you know, on top of that, Amanda's moving out. So it's been an emotional couple of months. Well, a couple of weeks, I should say. All right, let's get this going here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this down, and we will have another pocket. But before I glue this down, I can see that there's gonna be a little bit of white around the edges, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some ink around there. Oh, thank you, Bex. I appreciate that. I do. I really do. So can you guys see the numbers that are on the chat? Like I see, hi, Billy. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. So I see, Bex, every time you comment, it says number 2. And then let me see, does anybody else have a, okay, BB's got a number 3 with a crown on it. Oh, I think that means maybe how much you guys interact with my channel or something. Who's number 1? Bex is 3, BB's 2. Who's number 1? I don't know. I was just scrolling through. Anyway, let me know if you guys can see the little numbers there or if it's just me. I'm not sure. That's kind of funny. So, Billy, let us know how you're doing. Let us know how your weather is. I always see your cakes on Instagram. Really, really wonderful. Love seeing them. Let me know what you're doing this weekend and give us your weather report. We've had a lot of rain. I don't know about you guys, but we have had a lot of rain. And, you know, we don't need it. So I want it to stop raining. All right, here we go. That's looking good. That measures out real nice now. All right, perfect. So we'll just get a little glue on there. Natty is number 1. Oh yeah, she is. So maybe, are they numbering who's like first into the chat? Do we think that's what's good? Does anybody know? If anybody knows, let me know what in the heck is going on. Now guys, since this is a 7x7 journal, this pocket would be really, really deep, like way too deep, right? So I'm just gonna take my glue and I'm gonna extend it up a bit further, because otherwise we'll have to make these giant, weird shaped tags, and I just don't want to do that. So we have a solution. All right, getting this on here. Yeah, it must be the number that you joined the live, and Natty was definitely first. So very interesting. I guess that's a new feature. Does anybody know? Top fans, it says. Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys for being my top fans. Oh, that's great. Hi, Penny. How are you? I hope you're doing great. I'm so glad to see you. Last week, Martha and I were on, and I mean, everybody must have been on summer vacation. Because so many people from the north, you know, that normally come by and say hi and hang out for a bit, they weren't there, and it was me and Martha were like, where did everyone go? It was kind of funny. So, but we did our thing. Actually, did you guys see what I made? Oh, it turned out so cute. I don't know. I probably shared it on my other socials, so you probably saw it. Anyway, the puppy with the firecrackers or the fireworks in the background, it ended up being cute. Okay, we got a pocket here. What shall we do here, my friends? You know, let's make it so that it could be written on. So let's maybe do just a little tiny stenciling up in the corners, but leave the rest. What say you? Do you guys like that idea? We definitely want room for writing. So I think what I'll do, I'll just grab a hold of this little guy. We will put a dragonfly right up here. And I'm not even gonna redip. I'm just gonna go real nice and light, get the dragonfly into the corner, add a little something to the page. Perfect. I'll do another one right over here. Nothing too crazy, not gonna take up too much room. That's great, I like it. And then we'll just go around the edges with some ink, and then I think we're good to go. What do you guys think? So again, I want this to look vintagey because the cover, the record cover is vintage, but I also want it to be really pretty by the time I'm done. So those are my goals, old and pretty. For those of you who haven't seen the record cover, well, it was on the thumbnail, so probably most of you have, but here it is. And this is our, oh, Penny, I'm so sorry. Well, yes, I guess that does take precedence, but I'm so sorry that you had a loss, that you had to go to a funeral and all that. It's a tough time. We've both lost some people. So yeah, it's just, I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I like this. Let me know if you guys are good with it, and we can put this in the semi-done pile. And this is how it'll look. There's the old music paper. We have graph paper, which we need to jazz up a little bit, make it prettier than it is. And then that's it so far for that one, but we're gonna move this over here. Now look at how pretty this paper is. Isn't that gorgeous? But this is vintage. This is probably from the 50s. And I've already glued this one in because it helps to be a pocket for this over here. But we need to go ahead and jazz up this. So let me know, are we stenciling? Are we covering with paper? Or what? Let me know what you guys want me to do. I could come in with this. It's gonna leave a really big, oh, we could do a belly band, guys. Do we wanna do it? I hated that it would be this direction. Hold on, let me get a different paper. Let's do a belly band. I don't have any belly bands in here yet. So let me find, here we go. This is nice and thick, and it doesn't matter, the pattern is going sideways. Let's do it. What say you? I'm gonna go ahead and measure the size that we need. We'll get that cut. Oh, Natty, you're so funny. Oh, that's great. That's good stuff. And we'll do our, you know, these pages are big, so we can do our belly band a little bit more wide than what we would normally do. There's a hole right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cut that off real quick. And then we'll move this over and cut that. There we go. And actually, we'll go ahead and use this on another page since the size is right. And voila. Now, before I put that belly band down, that means we're not going to end up writing on the page. Hi, Becky. Welcome. So glad you're here. We won't end up writing on the page, so let's go ahead and stencil behind the belly band, and we'll go around the edges as well. And guys, should I go ahead and break out a different ink color for this one? I think so. I think we should. I'll just get the edges done real quick. Whoops. And we will do, you know, I have purple. Will the purple, the black, and the white look too much like Halloween? Maybe I should go with green. Let me know. Let me grab the green. Let me go with that. Let's see here. Am I grabbing green? Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. There we go. And I was thinking, let's get a different stencil just to jazz it up a little bit differently. Let's see here. How about, you guys know I'm fond of these with the feathers. We did this in the not the Capricorn. We did this in the unicorn journal that I made. Yeah, let's do one of these. I won't overdo it with that one, but we'll go ahead and do that. All right, let's get to it. Here we go. Oh, Billy, you're so kind. Thank you. Oh, blue. You know what, Bex? Let me look and see if I have blue too. We got 2 blue votes. Hold on. Let me check my stash. I don't even know if I have blue. Let's look. All right, let's see here. We got purple and this Distress Oxide and Tattered Rose. We got brown, black, pink. Oh, I have this color blue. So it's not like a true blue. So let me know if you like this. I mean, I'm happy to use it. It's kind of a teal, you know. Let me see what else we have. This is actually not pink. It's actually lavender, which I thought it was pink, and that's why I bought it, but I got tricked. That's super bright pink. I got purple down there. I got this creamsicle, kind of an orange. And then this is Distress Oxide, as is this. Okay, so let me know your thoughts on this particular shade blue. I'll put these guys back in here. Let's see. No idea how I had them. Let me get the green back in real quick. Okay, I'll just throw the rest in. I can deal with reorganizing it later. Okay. All right, are we yes on the blue? Teal blues look good with vintage. Okay, good. Okay. All righty. So let's do it. This will be kind of pretty, I think. Let's, I guess we'll find out, won't we? Hold this down so it doesn't slide around. And it really will look good with the black and white belly band that we're going to put on. So I think it'll be really striking and bring some life onto the page. You know, since everything so far is pretty neutral. Oops, I moved it. Let me put it back. I definitely want there to be some pretty colors in this fun, cool journal. So guys, I want to talk to you about stitching. I have been doing some new stitches. You might have seen the French link stitch in my latest Wednesday video, which are all tutorial videos on Wednesdays. I loved doing that stitch. I'm definitely doing that again. I recently did a Japanese stab stitch, which is super cool. That'll be coming out soon as well. So I just want to let you know I'm trying all these new stitches. I'm having a total blast with it. They'll be coming out on Wednesdays and they're just really neat. So I haven't decided how I'm stitching this journal together yet, but whatever I decide, I think I won't go with a traditional stitch. I think I'll go with something else. All right, let me get this off. That looks great, guys. What do you think? I think it looks super pretty. Good call on the blue, my friends. Let's go ahead and get our belly band. Yeah, that looks so nice together. I like it. Okay, let's get this going here. Jessie, hey Jessie, how are you doing? Glad to see you, my friend. I hope you are doing well. And I hope that you are gonna have an awesome weekend. Appreciate you being here so much. All right, here we go. Bless you, Andrew. Andrew just sneezed. Andrew mowed the lawn today. He's so sweet. All right, we are gonna pop this down here. There we go. Okay, looking good. Now we can put, you know, for something like this, it's such a large page that I think I could cut something that's like wide. So like a tag, but it would be wide, or I could fold pretty paper and put it in there. I'll have to decide that later, but I do think that looks really nice. So here this is so far. Definitely gonna have to come in here. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it now. So I went ahead and I grabbed some of these, super pretty, right? And I thought, this would be a great way to jazz up these pages, because as of right now, they can't really be written on. So I thought if I had some of these, and let's find something that's got some color on it. Oh, here, since it's an album cover, so, you know, it's music inspired, let's say that. And this lady, she's a flapper. I'd like to use her to decorate this page up. And then I think, let's leave this alone because that can be written. And then I'm gonna put this here to add some color. And then underneath of it, I'll add a plain piece of paper that can be written on. How does that sound? Do you guys like that? I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And then we have to decide about the other side. What are your thoughts on the other side? Should we do a fabric flip, a paper flip? Let me know what you think about that. All right. Oh, you like the stitches videos, Bex. Thank you. You've been watching them. Thank you. I'm so glad. Let me know if you feel like, and this goes for all of you, you know, if I'm doing a tutorial video and something is not clear, let me know. And then the next time I do like that stitch or whatever, I'll make sure I'm more clear about it, because some of these stitches are new to many of us. So, you know, if I didn't make it clear, just don't hesitate to let me know. I'm totally open to that. Okay, I think that adds a nice bit of color. I'll go back in later and add the plain sheet underneath. That's nothing we need to do right now. So what about this side? We need to add something here, but I don't want it to compete with this. I'd like it to complement it. So I was thinking, I have this one, and I think it's pretty complementary. What do you guys think? You know, I don't think it competes with it. I think, or is it too plain? I don't know. Let's see. Let's take a quick look here. I could do a flower. Let me see if I have flower. So she's got some of this kind of reddish. Let me see if I can find one that coordinates nicely. Nope, not that one, but this one is better. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure you guys can see them both. So I'm going to put this one here. Let me know your thoughts on that. And I also have, this one might be even better. What do you think about, oh, I think I like this one. Hi, Maggie. How are you? Oh, thank you, Becky. I'm glad that you're liking the tutorials. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Maggie. I'm glad you got them. Yeah, if any of you want some authentic vintage hot rod magazines, I have a plethora of them. Let me know. I'll be happy to send you some. I sent some to Maggie because she had mentioned she likes them, and so I sent her some. What do you guys think about that? Is it too red, or do we dive in? Let me know. I think we might dive in, guys, just so we can, you know, move on. All right, I'm going in. Oh, you like it, Becky? Okay, good. Excellent. All right, and then like I said, I'll go back later and I'll add some plain paper that can be written on underneath of it. I think at some point I might do some sewing for this journal, but I'm not sure. Like literally, I just started it this morning. So we'll see. But I want it to be unique. It's already starting off unique. So I am going to go the extra mile on this and you know, keep it going like that. Okay, I think that looks super pretty. So here's what we have so far for this one. This I'll add something so that some writing can be done over it. And we have that. I think that looks great. And then we've got that nice pop of color. And we have this, which is a pocket. So we're moving that one into the semi-done pile. Where did this come from? It must have come from in here. Let me pop it back in. Yep, it was right here. Okay, so actually that'll divide those two. And I think that that looks nice. Okay, excellent. Fun stuff. All right. Oh, thank you, Penny. Thank you, Jessie. Thank you. Oh, and thank you, Maggie and Becky. Okay, guys. So now we've got this one. This is kind of just got some old look newspaper print on it. It's scrapbook paper. You know, it's not actually old, though this is 1930s. And just so that you know, I went ahead and I covered this with, it looks like Mod Podge to me. I was going to say I covered it with, what's the other stuff I love to use, guys? Matte medium. Oh, I love matte medium. But this one's got a little shine. So this one was probably Mod Podge. So it's got some protection on it, which is great. But let's decide what we're going to do here. You know, I could, okay, let me know. I could do a pocket. I could do a piece of paper that could just be written on. I could do, let's think, what else, guys? Some sort of flip out, like, oh, yes, actually, I'm going to grab something real quick. This might look really pretty, guys. It is not music, but it could be super pretty. So at the thrift store, I picked up these papers. They look handmade. I don't know that they were. They might have been machine made, but with like a handmade process, if that makes sense. And check it out. They're gorgeous. I mean, okay, I'm learning how to do handmade papers. And this is like just inspiring. Look at this. Like this is next level. Oh, speaking of handmade papers, BB makes gorgeous handmade papers. So just so y'all know. And then I have, oh, that's pretty too. But I kind of like the color, but let's try the green actually. Oh, I actually like it's kind of green. It's a greenish yellow. It's a celery green is what it is. I like this. Should we do a flip out there? And then, so I could add this. This will flip out. You can take the note out. And then under it, some of the petals are coming off. Under it, I could have a piece of paper that could be written on for journaling. What do we say about that? You guys like that idea? Like, oh, hold on. I'm reading comments. Jessie likes it. Okay, yeah, I got it. Like the belly band slide out. Like a belly band slide out. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something here. So you want me to make like a belly band slide out like I did on the other page? Let me know if that's where you're going with that. And yes, BB, aren't they gorgeous? So BB, I made my first batch of handmade papers and I'm happy with how they turned out, and I learned a lot because I tried different things and I learned so much about it. So I think each time I do it, I'll learn more and more, but I'm happy with them. All right, we got this. We got belly band slide out on our mind, which I'm not sure what that means, but let me know, Penny. And, oh, Becky, it's not hard. And go on Amazon for $20, you get the whole kit. So it's honestly, it's not hard to do it. It's time consuming, but it's not difficult. And yeah, it's rather relaxing. All right, so let's say I put this in here. The texture of these is super nice. But the petals are coming off, as you can see. They won't all come off, but some are coming off. All right, so let's say we did this. Oh, you know what? This is such an interesting shape. I could do it from the top. What do you guys think about that? I think I'm liking that idea. We'll do it from the top, yeah, just to do something different. Then we open it like this, and then this will slide out, right? That's, yeah, let's do that, guys. So let me make sure I got this getting back in there properly. And then over on the other side, it's gonna look like this. So let's have a look. It would be like this. And then this could become an upper pocket, or we could turn, let me think about this. Let me grab this. Let me just play here for a second. If this went here, I'm trying to be creative, my friends. Let's get creative. Let's have some fun. Let's take our time thinking about this. This could be glued over the envelope, and then that could be like a tuck. Or we like the exposed envelope and we leave it like that and add a belly band to that, or like over top. Or we just put the glue here and it works as an upper pocket. Let me know your thoughts, what you want to see there. And while we're deciding, while I'm waiting for feedback, I'm going to go ahead and get the stencil and do a little more decorative so that at least the background is done. Let's see here. You guys, this is my favorite stencil, so let's use this one. I love it. And since this is celery green and pink, let's go with the green this time. Let me grab that. I think that'll be pretty. Okay. Oh, that is so funny, BB, that you replay that. I must say that a lot then. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. That's really funny. But you know, it is good to just stop and have a think. All right, where's my brush? Is this my brush? No. Hold on, friends. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. All right, we are gonna, oh, hold on, everybody. Hold on, I gotta talk to Andrew. Hey, Andrew, are you having lunch? Just have something small because we'll be going for tacos soon, okay, honey? Just something small. Yeah, we're gonna go out for tacos later. We hardly ever do that, so that'll be nice. All right, my friends, let's go on this. Let's get it done. Let's get our green on here. Now, this brush was dipped in the blue earlier, so it's gonna be a little bit of a blue-green, and I am totally down with that. That does not bother me at all. Okay. All right, so I'm trying to think what else is going on in my neck of the woods. I don't know. I think you guys are kind of caught up. One thing I didn't do, and I feel so bad, I haven't made a, well, I did make announcements for the design team. I did it on posts, but I haven't made a video. So my apologies, everyone. Life has been crazy. So crazy. All right, but I think everybody knows. So, you know who the new stars are, so. I think I'm just extending over here to the other side because maybe why not? And, you know, hopefully I don't regret that decision. I don't think I will, though. I don't know what I'm going to do about reaching the end over here. Maybe if I pull this over and just do it like really light, just some light stuff right here, just to blend it. I think that worked. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks pretty, right? Okay. And now what were we doing? Oh, the envelope. Okay, let me read. Thank you, Natty. It's my favorite stencil. You like the first and third option. Okay, okay. Oh, thank you, BB. All right. First and third option. So I think the first was this, I think. The second one was this, so that's out. And then the third was belly band, right? Let's start with this then. I can always add a belly band, but if we don't add too much at first, that might benefit us, right, in the end. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna make sure this looks good. I do like that. And then under it, I will add a piece of paper that can be written on. I have an idea, actually. If we take this out, and we put, let's see, we put this, hold on, let me think. I'm thinking. We're putting this here. Oops, let me close this up, guys. I never like to leave these open. Okay. We've got this like that. And then let's pretend a different piece of paper is going in here. But this one's gonna be out because, oh, there goes another rose petal. This one will be out because it matches, right? So here it would look like this. And then when this gets flipped up, this one is glued down, and then you open it to write on it. You can also write on the front, and then you open it to write on it. Do you guys like that idea? I'm kind of keen to that. And then inside this, I can just fold up one of these really pretty papers. Let's see. Yeah, I could fold that and put it in there. I could fold this and put it in. Yep, that would fit. I got a bunch of stuff that'll fit in there. So I'm thinking, let's do it. Yeah, you like it. Okay. And Jessie was thinking no belly band. Yeah, I got you, Jessie. Okay. Very good. Okay, so I'm thinking let's do that. Let's get this down first. Ooh, hold on. Let's pick the pretty side. Let's put this side showing because it's got rose petals. I wish you guys could feel this paper. It feels really cool. It's really, really thick. It's got a nice feeling to it. BB, did I send you any of my handmade papers? You were so sweet to send me some of yours. I don't think I did. I'm so rude. I need to do that. All right. So Tanya of Side Gig Crafts and I are doing a collab, and it's a paper making collab. And my videos have been shot and ready to go for a while now. I'm just waiting on her. She had some house problems that she had to deal with. And but those will be coming out, I'm thinking soon. So that was a lot of fun. And when I showed you guys on the video how I made the paper, it was literally my first time making the paper. Like, I didn't do any trial runs. I just jumped right in there. Because that's how I roll. Okay, we got this down, looking nice. And now we're gonna go ahead and glue this one down. But we're just gonna go right across this seam here because we want it to work as a tuck spot, right? So, not right at the seam, a little bit under it because we don't want it to not fold and be able to open on the other side because we still have to stuff it with something. All right, here we go, my friends. I want to make sure I get it centered. And there we go. All right, let's have a look over here. I think that looks nice. I think when I get to the embellishing stage, we'll definitely embellish that and make it really, really pretty. And then I'll stuff something in here. And then we have this writing space here. What do you guys think? I like it. You like it, Natty? Thank you. I'm not rude. Good. I'm glad you don't think so. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that sounds good, Phoebe. That sounds good. Well, no, you already sent me some. I owe you, girl. Okay. I think that turned out great. Once it's really like embellished up, I think it'll be super nice. You guys are just here for like the raw, you know, getting it started stuff. Okay, now let's go ahead. This will have, you know what? Let me see. Let's pick something pretty to stuff up in there. This color looks nice. Ooh, maybe we go with the pink. I don't know. Let me see. Let's see what else we have. Can you see them as I'm going through them? Make sure you can see them. Oh, this one maybe is the one. Look how the colors are nice, right? So I'm not going to shove it up all the way in there because that glue's not dry, but that'll be the one that we use for that. I think that looks super, super nice. Okay. Now this I think is light enough to stencil on. So I'm sorry, not stencil. Goodness gracious. It's light enough to write on. So I'm not going to do anything else to it, at least right now. I can always add something later, but I think let's leave some journaling space. So I'll just put a little bit of ink right around the edges. Okay. There. And then let's do something here. What shall we do? Let's go with, let's see if we can find one of these that's just like light but has writing space, and this has a little bit. I'd like to see a little bit more space. Gosh, that does look pretty on there though. Holy cow, look how pretty it looks, guys. Yes, let's do that one because I love how it looks, and then I'll add more underneath so there'll be double space for writing. I like that. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention that my friend, our friend, because you guys know her, Melissa by Mimi with Love, sent me these pretty papers, and that was so nice of her to do that. All right, so I'm gonna just put a little bit of glue on there so we can still flip it up and write on it. But man, that looks really pretty. I think this is my favorite, like, sort of pages so far. Yeah, look at that. Gorgeous. Okay. So let's see, I have 9 more minutes. Thank you, Jessie. I think they're so pretty too. So let's get into some details on some of these. Let's go back. Let's embellish this a little bit. How about that? I'm gonna grab my, ooh, I just dropped a bunch of stuff on the floor. Quite all right. Let me just get it out of the way so I don't roll on it. And let's have a look inside my magic bird box here and see what kind of embellishments we got that we can use to dress this up. Let's just have a look. Well, I have some really pretty small doilies. That's an option. Let's see. These banners were just sent to me. Penny, was that you? I can't remember. Thank you, Becky. Let's see, we have, let's see what's in here. Oh, this bird might be very vibrant, but it might be kind of cool. Let me know if you like this or if you don't like it. We'll leave it out because it's kind of just like a splash of instant catching your eye, right? So we're gonna leave that out as a possibility. And let me see what else I have in this bag here. My ephemera folders have gotten so full that I've had to resort to a box in addition to my folders. So I need to start using it like a lot, you know, so I have been trying to do that. Let's see, we've got, I don't think a plate really equates, but let's have a look. I mean, it's not terrible. It's kind of cute actually. So I'll leave it out as an option. We got a bird and a plate so far. We have a moth, but no, the colors are absolutely wrong. I'm going to save this for a sewing journal, which will be coming up soon, you guys. Let's see. Oh, a teapot. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, you guys. So let me know if you like the teapot, the plate, or the bird. I mean, I think that's enough to choose from. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this over. And actually, while I'm here, I'll pull out a couple of things. The clock is good, not for that page, but we'll just pull it out. That could work. That could work. Oh yeah, we got some pretty flowers. Let me just pull some of these things out and we'll have them to play with. Okay. All right, votes on bird, plate, teapot. I can't wait to see what you guys decide. Maggie likes the teapot. Oh, Jessie says teapot. Okay, everybody says teapot. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, let's do the teapot. Yeah, that really did catch my eye. Okay, look at that, you guys. And, you know, I mean, talk about a vintage vibe for sure. I love it. Let's get that glued on there. I don't think it's a sticker. No. Good stuff. Thank you for your votes, everyone. This is fun. I'm really so glad to be, I bought like 4 of these 45 records, and I'm so glad to be making a journal out of one of them. And I will be making journals out of the other ones too, but you know, you gotta start with just one. Okay, let's pop this down here. Get the glue off my finger. Okay. Here we go. That looks real pretty, I like it. This might officially be my favorite page so far. Okay, very good. All right, let's grab this one, see what we can, ooh, okay, hold on. Now, if we have this and we put it over here, it creates a really cool pocket. Do you guys like that idea? If I go around it with darker ink, let me grab a darker ink, like I'm gonna grab black and go around the frame just to make it pop. And then the frame can be a pocket. I think that's going to be pretty. Let me know if you guys like the idea. So if I put it here, let me think creatively real quick for a second. If we have this here, there's so much space, right? So I'm thinking of a double pocket is what I'm trying to maneuver in my brain. So if I did this, I'll make sure you guys can see it. If I did this, we could have a small pocket here for just something small, a ticket or something like that. And then we have this over here for something larger. What do you think? I like it. I think it's good. So let's go ahead and start with putting the frame down. Okay. And this can go right about here because we want to leave enough space so that it can be a good functioning pocket. And then if we come over here, yeah, I moved it over a little, didn't I? Let me scooch it back just a hair. Okay. And then this goes here like that. I'll just put glue right, like starting here and here and here. And then we can get something small up in the rest of it. So I'll put my fingers here so I know where not to put the glue. All right, what do we think about that? Let's get that on there. Cute. I like it. Okay. So I can't wait to decide what stitch to do on the spine of this thing. And the exciting part about that is that there's so many that will be an option. I was thinking maybe the chain stitch, but then I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, what do you guys think of that? I think that looks really pretty. You like the double pocket? Okay, good. Good. Okay, let's see. We have time for one more. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what we've got. Okay, we'll put a tag there. Oh, so This is, I want to say Dutch. Is it? I think it's Dutch writing. Vintage. I'm thinking let's leave this alone for now because that's a lot going on there. Oh yeah, this is the one where we put this gorgeousness. Okay, let's flip it. All right, this one is sort of done for the moment. Oh, this needs something. So we need a pocket or a belly band or, let's see, I could do a nice side pocket here. Let me see what kind of scraps we've got. A side pocket or a side tuck thing. Let's take a look. Nope. What about words? Like, is that too busy, guys? I don't know. That's not a very dark black, so I don't think I like that. Let me see what I've got. Oh, hold on. I might have a... Okay, this is just an idea, just a thought. So this is part of the vintage music book cover that I have. It's like the cutoffs. And the color pink, though, really works with this. So since we're going vintage, what do you guys think about me using this as like the side tuck? You know, I would have to cut it to size clearly, but then something could just tuck right in here. Do you like it? And if so, which part am I cutting off? Well, let's cut off the part with the tape. We like the tape, I know that because it's vintage, but let's cut off the part that's torn at least. Let's get rid of that and then we'll have a look. I feel like I have to cut this off too, but don't worry, we still have some of the tape on there. And so what's more important, hold on. Okay, so I kind of like the building too, but I need to take some of it off. I'm gonna cut it right here and see what we have left to work with. Oh, we're almost there. I need to take off just like 2 millimeters. So do we take it off the building or the tape? Hold on, my scrapbook loft is here. Hi, it's Judy. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing good. It's been so long. I hope you're doing so good. So glad you're here. So I'm going to take a millimeter off. Oh, BB, you're leaving? I hope you have a great weekend, my friend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the 2 millimeters off the end with the building, I think, because I do like the look of the tape. And then I was wondering, do we want to keep the writing or do we like this part down here where it says music of today and it has the address? I kind of like that. So let's cut off. I'll leave the contents here and I'll just cut off this part. And it leaves us plenty of room. Yeah, that's still a huge pocket. Yeah, plenty of room to tuck something. Okay, there we go. I'm getting low on glue again. I feel like I just went through this, you guys. Guess I use a lot of glue. And then, you know, of course, I'll embellish this pocket up. I won't leave it quite so plain, but it's kind of nice to use one of these super vintage scraps. All right, I'm going to put this down here so I don't get glue on my other papers. All right, there we go. Very nice. So we got some old tape on there and, you know, it's kind of fun, right? All right, let me see if I can find something to embellish this. Bye, BB. Hugs to you. All right, let's find something to splash it up a little bit. So we know we had this, but that doesn't look right. We know we had the bird, but that does not look right either. So let me see. I pulled some other things. Where did they go? Where did they go? Of course, now I can't find them. Oh, here they are. Let's see if any of these work, my friends. Let's see. All right, this could be really pretty. Oof. Should we go with that, my friends? What do you guys think? I mean, it covers a lot of the stuff, but it sure is pretty. Let me see what else I have. Let me see. Let's have a look-see. Well, we got a lot of floral choices here. Maybe we don't want floral because there's actually floral on the paper. Maybe we want to go with a butterfly. Let's have a look at the butterflies. Because, you know, this is already floral over here on this side. This is a nice big green moth. And then we have, are these moths too? Well, at any rate, what do you think about that? Is it too green? Is it too much? Is it too vibrant? Let me know. I'll look for more while you guys are deciding on the vibrancy. I have a smaller one in blue. That looks more natural, actually. I think that actually looks better. Let me know your thoughts. What else do I have? Oh, I have this one. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys pick the color. I'll just keep pulling out what I have. I don't like that one as much, though. It's too, nah. And I feel like I have one more here. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, out of these, if this is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3, what do you think? The smaller blue one. Okay, I agree. I just think it looks better. And then since we're gonna do that, I was gonna play real quick with one of these and just see if we want to add that as a little accent. Here's a blue that's too big. Hold on a sec. I mean, I know we already have flowers on the page, but okay, can't get that in the bag. Let's see, let's see. I was gonna look at blue only because we have the blue butterfly. So let's have a little look. If we just put this over here, and then we had this little guy like right here. What do you think? Do you like it? Is it too something? Let me know. What is this? Okay, this is supposed to go like this. Let's try the pink. Oh, let me know if you like the pink better. I kind of do. It like literally matches the other flowers. Okay, let's get these babies on here. I kind of like the butterfly where it is. The clock with the butterfly. Okay. All right. Let me grab that clock. Where did he go? Can't be far. I just had it. There it is. All right. So if we did the clock, hold on. We did the clock right here, let's say. All right. You guys need to help me out with this. We got the clock. Do we want the butterfly like going like this? Do I move this out of the way completely? Do I, hold on, playing. I want you to let me know your thoughts. Is this good or not? That would be clock on top, butterfly on bottom, clock right in the center, and then butterfly sort of flying over this way. Or let me employ these pretty flowers again. What if I did some layering like this? And then him like that. What do you guys think of that? I'm reading. You like the flowers I have? Okay. Yes. And then I'm thinking, let me know if you like the clock with the flowers. I am not opposed to that. And also, this is an option too. Let me make sure I'm fully on screen. There we go. Okay, so you can see. It's also an option to put the clock here if we wanted to. Do I have this thing upside down? Hold on a second. Well, this is the 1, so no, I don't. Okay. So yeah, let me know about that. I'm definitely going to nail this down because I really like the way that that looks. So I'm going to glue that down first. And I'll get caught up with, if I can get my glue to come out, get caught up with comments. Do you guys hear the birds? They're going to town. We got them a little coconut bed and they're scared of it. They'll be scared of it for a couple days and then they'll be fine. Okay. Clock behind the flowers. Got you. Okay. Let me go ahead and do this. I won't press it down until I get that clock back there. I think it's a sticker. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it is, but there we go. Okay. Oops. Okay, here we go. Do that, tuck that under there. I think that looks pretty cool. Scooch this over here a little bit. There we go. And then I will glue the butterfly down. Yeah, that's really pretty. And something unusual. So I like it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I gotta start using my ephemera. I gotta think of a fun way to get really creative with my, these little, you know, pieces here, these little cut aparts and stuff. All right, here we go. We're gonna put this little butterfly right here. Hopefully that looks good. Hard to go wrong with, I guess he's a moth. I don't know if he's a moth or a butterfly. I can't tell. Anyway, he looks good. And that's that. What do you guys think about that, my friends? So that's going to be it for today. We're going to go get tacos. But I want you guys to have a really, really wonderful weekend. And I'm going to say thank you all for coming over. I'm typing it in right now. I appreciate you guys so, so very much. And yeah, have a great weekend, you guys. And I might not, I don't know if I'm going to see you next Friday because we're moving Amanda, but I'll let you guys know. Okay, bye. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care.